Hello everyone, welcome to Math is Fun. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into PSAT practice questions focused on numbers and operations, no calculator allowed. I'll guide you through each question and show you the strategies to solve them quickly and accurately. Grab your pen and paper and let's get started. 2 to the 16th is equal to blank. A 4 to the 4th, B 4 to the 8th, C 8 to the 4th, or D 8 to the cubed. What do you think the answer? Alright, let's find out. First, let's review a law of exponents. A to the m times n is equal to the quantity of a to the m raised to the exponent of n. Now notice that the answer choices have bases of 4 and 8, while the given expression has a base of 2. So, our goal is to rewrite 2 to the 16 using a base of 4 or 8. Let's try base 8 first. Since 8 is equal to 2 to the cube, we asked, can we write 16 as a multiple of 3? The answer is no, because 16 is not divisible by 3. Next, try base 4. Since 4 is equal to 2 to the square, we check what number times 2 equals 16. Alright, that's 8. So we rewrite 2 to the 16 into 2 raised to the exponent of 2 times 8. Now apply the exponent rule. So we have the quantity of 2 raised to the exponent of 2 to the 8th power. Then we have our final answer, which is 4 to the 8th. And the answer is letter B. Next question. The quantity of 3 to the 4th raised to the 6th power is equal to blank. A 3 to the 10th, B 3 to the 24th, C 3 squared, or D 3 negative squared. What do you think the answer? Alright, let's solve. So first, we're going to use the laws of exponent. A raised to the exponent of m times n is equal to the quantity of a to the m times n power. So, let's find out the answer for this. 3 to the 4th times 6 power is equal to 3 to the 4th times 6. And the final answer is 3 to the 24th. And this is letter B. If 3 to the p minus 2 is equal to 81, then p squared is equal to blank. A 36, B 25, C 16, or D 9. What do you think the answer? Alright, let's solve. First, notice that the base on the left side is 3. So let's rewrite 81 with base 3. So 81 is equal to 3 raised to the exponent of 4. Now we have 3 to p minus 2 is equal to 3 to the 4th. Since the bases are the same, we can equate the exponents. So we have p minus 2 is equal to 4. Then let's solve for p by adding 2 both sides of the equation. So p is equal to 6. Now find p squared. So 6 squared is equal to 36. Our final answer is letter A. Next problem, 1 over the quantity of 3 to the 4th raised to the exponent of 3 is equal to blank. A 3 to the negative 7th, B 3 to the 12th, C 3 to the negative 12th, or D 3 to the negative 1. What do you think the answer? Alright, let's solve. Let's recall a law of exponents. 1 over the quantity of a to the m raised to the exponent of n is equal to 1 over a raised to the exponent of n times n. Or we can write this in a negative exponent, which is equal to a raised to the exponent of negative m times n. Now let's apply to the expression. 1 over the quantity of 3 to the 4th raised to the exponent of 3. First, multiply the exponents. We have 1 over 3 raised to the exponent of 12. Using negative exponents, this can also be written as 3 raised to the exponent of negative 12. So our final answer is 1 over 3 to the 12 or 3 to the negative 12. And this is letter C. If a to the m times b to the m is equal to 16 to the m, 4 over ab is equal to blank. A 16, b 4, c 1/2, or d 1/4. What do you think the answer? Alright, let's find out. First, recall the law of exponents. A to the m times b to the m is equal to the quantity of ab raised to the m. So, we can rewrite a to the m times b to the m is equal to 16 to the m as the quantity of ab to the m, which is equal to 16m. Since the exponents are the same, we can equate the bases. So AB is equal to 16. Now find 4 over AB, and this is equal to 4 over 16. Then simplify. 4 over 16 is equal to 1/4. And the final answer is letter D. If x to the m is equal to 16 to the m, and 2 to the 8 is equal to 16 to the y, then xy is equal to blank. A 8, B 16, C 32, or D 64. What do you think the answer? Alright, let's solve. X to the m is equal to 16 to the m, and 2 to the 8 is equal to 16 to the y. First, from x to the m is equal to 16 to the m. Since the exponents are the same, we equate the bases. So x is equal to 16. Next, solve for y. 2 to the 8 is equal to 16 to the y. Rewrite 16 with base 2. So we have 2 to the 8 is equal to the quantity of 2 raised to the exponent of 4 to the power of y. Apply the power rule. So we have 2 to the 8 is equal to 2 to the exponent of 4y. Since our bases are the same, then let's now equate the exponents. 4y is equal to 8. Then solve for y by dividing 4 both sides of the equation. So y is equal to 2. Finally, find xy. So we have 16 times 2, which is equal to 32. And our final answer is letter C. If x to the m is equal to 16, then x to the cube is equal to blank. A x to the 2m, b x to the 3m, c x over x to the cube, or d x to the m minus 3. What do you think the answer? Alright, let's solve. X to the m is equal to 16. We asked to find 16 cubed. So 16 is equal to x to the m. Substitute 16 is equal to x to the m. So we have 16 to the cube is equal to the quantity of x to the m raised to the exponent of 3. Apply the power rule. So we have x to the 3m. And our final answer is letter B. If x to the m over x to the n is equal to x squared, and x to the m times x to the n is equal to x fourth, then m times n is equal to blank. A 1, B 2, C 3, or D 4. What do you think the answer? Alright, let's find out. First, apply the law of exponents for division. So x to the m over x to the n is equal to x m minus n. So we have x m minus n is equal to x squared. Since our bases are the same, we can equate our exponents. So m minus n is equal to 2. Next, apply the law of exponents for multiplication. So x to the m times x to the n is equal to x m plus n. So we have x to the m plus n is equal to x to the fourth. Also, our bases are the same and we can equate our exponents. So we have m plus n is equal to 4. Now, to find the value of m and n, let's solve the system of equations. So m minus n is equal to 2, m plus n is equal to 4. Add the equations. So we have 2m is equal to 6. Then solve for m by dividing 2 both sides of the equation. So m is equal to 3. Substitute into one equation. So 3 plus n is equal to 4. And n is equal to 4 minus 3, and it gives the answer of 1. Finally, find m times n. So we have 3 times 1, which is equal to 3. And our final answer is letter C. Square root of 4 times the square root of 64 is equal to blank. A 1/4, B 4, C 16, or D 32. What do you think the answer? Alright, let's solve. So, we are going to take the square roots of 4 and 64. So, the square root of 4 is equal to 2, and the square root of 64 is equal to 8. Then, let's multiply. 2 times 8 is equal to 16. And our final answer is letter C. If A is equal to x times y, then 3x times 4y is equal to blank. A 6a, B 7a, C 10a, or D 12a. What do you think the answer? Okay, let's solve. So A is equal to x times y. So 3x times 4y is equal to 12xy. Since A is equal to xy, our answer is equal to 12a. And this is letter D. 18 to the m times 9 to the n is equal to blank. A 9 to the m times 2 to the m plus n. B 9 to the m times 2 to the n. C 9 to the m minus n times 2 to the n. Or D 9 to the m plus n times 2 to the m. What do you think the answer? Alright, let's solve. So 18 to the m times 9 to the n. So this is equal to the quantity of 2 times 9 raised to the exponent of m times 9 to the n. Using the power rule, so we have 2 to the m times 9 to the m times 9 to the n. Then, apply the law of exponents for multiplication. So 2 to the m times 9 to the m plus n. We can write this one also as 9 to the m plus n times 2 to the m. Our final answer is letter D. If 1 over a to the n divided by 1 over b to the n is equal to 15 to the n, then b is equal to blank. A, B is 3a, C 12a, or D 15a. What do you think the answer? Alright, let's solve. So 1 over a to the n divided by 1 over b to the n, which is equal to 15n. First, we're going to solve the left side, and this is division of fraction. In dividing fraction, we can use the cross multiplication. So 1 times b to the n is equal to b to the n, and 1 times a to the n is equal to a to the n. So we have b to the n over a to the n is equal to 15 to the n. B to the n over a to the n, we can rewrite this as b over a raised to the exponent of n, which is equal to 15 to the n. Since our exponents are the same, then we can equate our bases. So b over a is equal to 15. Then, let's solve for b. Again, we can use the cross multiplication. So b is equal to a times 15, which is equal to 15a. So our final answer is letter D. The cube root of 8 over the square root of 8 is equal to blank. A 1 over the square root of 2, B 2 over the square root of 2, C the square root of 3 over 2, or D 1 over 2 times the square root of 2. What do you think the answer? Alright, let's solve. So the cube root of 8 over the square root of 8. First, we rewrite this as the quantity of 2 to the third raised to the exponent of 1/3 over the square root of 2 times 4. Then let's simplify. So 2 raised to the exponent of 3 times 1/3, or 2 to the 1, over the square root of 2 times 4, which is equal to 2 times the square root of 2. Then 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. Our final answer is 1 over the square root of 2. And this is letter A. That's a wrap up on our PSAT review. Keep practicing the laws of exponent and radicals, understand the rules, apply them confidently, and watch your problem solving speed improve.